All right, I'm sitting here with Jojo. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Do you just want to give me a little history about, where you're from, how old you are, stuff like that?
I'm from Kensington. I'm 42 years old. The oldest of 12 kids. My childhood was good. My grandmom raised me. But in 2000, I lost a daughter to SIDS, and I started getting high really bad. And then in 2004, I get locked up, and I do 23 months. But my third weekend, my mom dies.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I started.
Wait, hold on one second.
Excuse me real quick. Did you have something for me or no?
Yeah, when I'm.
Well, because
I
he's
didn't mix. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Because he's leaving. I don't want him to leave. He's going to be gone for like 4 hours.
All right.
So in 2004, I get locked up with some dude in a car with 18 grams of heroin and a gun. So I sit for 2 years, and I get out and I start getting high like bad.
And
you know?
what was your drug of choice, or what is?
My drug of choice was Percocets, and then it turned right to dope like really fast.
Okay.
You know.
So you're doing the real dope down
Yeah.
here. Okay. All right.
And so I started getting high really bad, and I got married in 2011, and I was good, I was clean, we had a good relationship, and then we were moved into this apartment, and the maintenance guy kept, messing with me, flirting with me, so him and my husband got into a fight. My husband beat him really bad and went upstate, so I fall off the wagon again. I have an older son. I have 5 kids, 1 deceased. I have a 26-year-old, a 24-year-old, 12-year-old, 16-year-old. Okay, and my daughter that died would be 23 right now. But I was financially there because I, sold a lot of drugs like my whole life, and I never did them until my daughter died in 2000. So I started getting high really bad. And my son winds up killing his best friend by mistake playing with a gun.
Oh, no.
And then my 12-year-old got cancer on his hip. My sister's marrying my ex-husband. Like, I've been going through a lot of stuff.
A lot of trauma, it sounds like, in your life.
A lot, but, I loved to get high. I loved it. As soon as Trent came in the picture, made shit hard.
So let me ask you a question. This is why I started this channel, was because of the trank and fentanyl. At first, I thought it was a fentanyl problem down here, but it seems to me it's more of a trank problem, or trank crisis down here. Do you like the high from trank? Like the feeling?
Yeah, but it's no fun no more, so it's like a job now.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
Let me see this. All right. Okay. All right, so you don't deal with sores right now, because it seems like almost everyone down here has a sore.
Yeah, because they don't take care of it when they get it. You know what I mean? They prolong it and think they're doctors. They're not freaking doctors.
Yeah.
So the doctor says to me at Temple, well, why you come in for every little sore? Because I do. I don't want my arm falling off.
Right. So once a sore shows up, you go get it tight. Yeah.
But you see these right here? These are all trank burns. This is from when you pull the workout and a little bit of dope drips out. It burns your skin.
Huh.
All these little sores, they're all trank burns. Yeah.
Wow.
And if you notice, I'm getting an abscess right here. You see how big my pinky is?
Yeah.
All right here is going to be an abscess if I don't take care of it.
Man.
I had one here, and it got really good.
Yeah.
And the story for this, you see how my fingers are different?
Yeah.
My finger was blown up like this, right? They popped it, and it was like a blister on your heel. It was all hanging. They had to cut it. It's bad, man. I have never had an abscess, but I've had 2 in the last 2 months.
I had one from missing a coke shot years ago.
I have this one.
And it wasn't even bad like this.
Yeah, this is bad, dude.
Is it? I don't want you to hurt yourself. You don't have to open if you don't.
I'll show you. It's not a big deal, but I got 2 pairs of pants on. That's probably why. But then it sends out this smell.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Then it sends out this smell.
So you get like the rotting flesh smell? Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't do it. I just can't.
No, I went at the girl Jess I used to interview. I helped get into a program.
Not the Jess that died, right?
No, this is a short. She's 6 months sober, doing great.
Oh, cool.
But her leg looked. I mean, her leg was. It was the half her leg was missing, and they kept it. They were able to save everything, which is wild to me. I could not. After we get off the interview, I'll show you a picture of it. It was wild to me. Yeah, but her leg smelled so bad. I remember I even rolled the windows down during the interview because it just smelled like a dead body in here.
Yeah.
But within a day of her being in the hospital, the smell was gone. That quick, it just.
You know what the smell usually is? Well, usually you get a smell, but when it's really bad, that means like a fly laid an egg in your wound.
Yeah.
And the lava, and I don't even want to talk about that. But my mom and dad, my mom and dad were both alcoholics and growing up, but my dad worked every day. Like, I couldn't remember getting up in the morning to go to school and my dad being in the bed. My dad was at work every day. I got 5 brothers and 6 sisters. And 9 of them were by my parents, both my parents, but my grandmom raised us. And, we grew up in a little neighborhood, Masher and Berks, and, to where everybody looked out for everybody, and there wasn't a drug corner on every single corner. It was like one corner per neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like, they didn't shelter us, but it wasn't even like exposed to us like it is now.
Right. Yeah, these kids have no choice to be exposed to it today. Like, you can't.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I got 4 grandchildren, and my daughter won't even walk to Allegheny or Somerset L-Stop with my grandkids.
I don't know if I would either. I mean, that could be a real trauma for those kids.
Yeah.
Needles hanging out of people's arms and necks and stuff like that.
I mean, sometimes it upsets me because, like I said, I grew up in Masher and Berks. I lived at Potter and Clearfield almost my whole life. And sometimes it upsets me because, like, my family would be like, why are you talking to them fiends? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, you've got to understand, like, they weren't always fiends. They're my classmates, my neighbors, my childhood friends. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't who they are. This is what they chose.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, they're still my friends. Like, that's like me telling my daughter, her best friend, Tiana, why are you talking to Tiana? She's a fucking drunk. Or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's... Yeah.
So do you run into a lot of, like, the neighborhood people you grew up with who are struggling down here now, too? Yeah.
Ain't many left.
Well, yeah, most of them die, right? Yeah. I mean,
Within the last 5 years, I've lost, like, all my friends.
And that's with the emergence of fentanyl down here.
Fentanyl is the devil.
It's wiping the whole generation of people out.
And like I say all the time, like, I still have pride. Like, I don't trick. You know what I mean? Because my mom did. And I don't smoke crack because my mom did. And she used to steal all my shit and sell it, Yeah. So I despise them 2 things, which I'm not better than nobody. But, like, I'm thinking in my head, because my dad helps me a lot. And I'm thinking in my head, like, what would I be doing right now if, you know what I mean, I didn't have the support that I had. Like, I just got housing.
Yeah.
I've been here 6 months. I just got housing, and it's like, I'm blessed.
That's through Beacon?
Yeah.
Okay, so it took 6 months was how long it took?
Yeah, but there's people in there for 2 years because they don't want to do the footwork.
Yeah.
I did all the footwork in the first 2 weeks I was there.
That's good. I'm glad you did that. I mean, that's the thing. There's help down here, but you have to...
You got to let them know that you know what
you have
you're
to be
entitled to.
Yeah, you got to be a part of it, though. You have to be proactive with that.
Yes. Like, they told me you need 5 types of identification. Your ID, your social, your compass report from welfare, PICO, and a gas bill, what you do or don't owe. I had that shit in 2 weeks. You don't even got to wait for half of that shit. It comes in the mail. Like, what's the... People just spend every day, all day long getting high. It's a fucking job.
Yeah.
It's not fun no more. Maybe to some people. To me, as soon as I get my keys, I'm going to detox. I can't do this.
Yeah. Oh, so that's your plan, is the keys to your house?
I get my keys next week, and I'm going right to detox. Because you know what? Like, methadone helped me. I was on methadone 4 years. I had 3 clean. Okay? Like, my brain tells me every day I need something to move forward that day. So if I take my dose in the morning and go to an NA meeting, I'm cool for that day. I can stay on that high all day long.
So you know what you need to do then?
It's either I'm all in or all out. Yeah. There's no gray area for me.
I think that's pretty much most addicts.
Yeah, like, it's either I'm all in or all out. Like,
you just described almost all the addicts down
you're
there.
right. I just said that to somebody. Like, you're asking a drug dealer do they got good drugs? No drug dealer got
Yeah,
bad
what are you going to
drugs.
say? No? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's
But,
wild.
yeah, so.
So you're getting the keys next week, you said. And so hopefully I won't be seeing you on the streets down here.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we see each other on the other side. You know what
Well,
I mean?
that's my goal, is to interview one of you guys when you're
My
sober.
success story.
The success story.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about going back to school. I know sign language fluently, and I speak Spanish a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about going to get a communication degree,
Do it.
so I could be a translator for the deaf.
That's a noble thing.
Yeah.
It's good.
I looked into the college already. You know, my dad.
And the crazy thing is because you're a heroin addict, you can get all types of grants, and that's considered a disability.
And you have experience too, you know.
And it's considered a disability, so you can get grants to go to that school for free and all that.
Wow.
You can do it.
Yeah, and I'm on Social Security, so I'm sure there's grants for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. Now, did Beacon help you get on your Social Security and all that, or is that something you did before?
I went to Journey of Hope. I don't know if you ever heard Journey of Hope. It's a woman's space up in
Okay.
Germantown. I was there for 2 years, and that place is amazing.
Okay.
I mean, they helped me get my SSI. They helped me. They like nursed me back to health, and they put me through a trauma group because of all the trauma I've been through, and that was one of the worst groups I've ever been in my life. But it helped me massive. Like, I mean, I know how to cope with things. I don't react so fast. Like the girls in here, it's like a summer camp for teenagers. But it's not like I go at their necks anymore. It's just like, say what you want, just don't put your hands on me.
Right.
You know, and the lieutenant for the guard, she's like, I went to high school with Johanna, and let me tell you, 20 years ago, she'd have snapped. But that's not me no more, you know?
So there's growth involved in you
Yes,
then, too.
yes.
That's good.
But I see a whole lot more growth that I'm entitled to. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like that.
You are entitled. Everyone deserves a good life. Or, you know, you just got to have to work on it.
I mean, I got some life left, but I just want my kids and my grandkids to know me, you know? Like, I just want memories. Like, I see photo albums when I was a kid and all that. That's what I want my granddaughters to sit with their kids and be like, oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, it can be done. You just gotta want it bad enough to do it.
And like before, I did it for every other reason. Every reason. My husband, my kids, the PO, you know, DHS, shit like that. Now I'm just fucking so tired, man. Like, I know I know what I'm capable of. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I know that I'm worth it. You know what I mean? And before I had a lot of doubt about that. Now I know that if I really get this by the balls, that I can have a good life. Seriously.
Awesome. I believe you 100%. I think you can. You just, like I said, it just comes down to you wanting it enough to do it.
Right.
Getting out of your safe space and going to get clean and doing it. Because it's not easy a lot of the times, early recovery, but it's worth it.
When I came here, I was 90 pounds, soaking wet, and I'm 135 now. So it's like,
yeah.
You know, as soon as I got here, like sometimes I forget my gratitude. I got to take a walk and look around and be
so you mean just from being Beacon that helped you out that much? Yeah.
Beacon's a good program. I mean,
I have not heard one bad thing about this place. People I've interviewed, I have not heard one bad thing about it.
It's a place for people where other people won't take them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other shelters won't have, you know, you there with all your chaos and nonsense and bullshit. Well, Beacon House.
This is like, what's that, in that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie? It's like the island of the misfit kids.
Yes, misfits.
I've always said, that's why I use that term all the time, misfit for me.
I seen some girl earlier with a Misfit shirt on. I was cracking up.
Yeah, it's
a
great band. I love the Misfits. It's a great band. All right, well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Sure.
If I see you in a month, can we do a follow-up?
Yes, I can give you my address.
Yes.
I'm moving. I got my address and all already, and you can just pop up on me.
Awesome. I want to do this in the future where you're sober and killing life and doing
Sure,
great.
That's definitely. I want to tell my story when I'm successful.
All right. Thanks again for sitting down to do this.
You're welcome, and thank you.
All right.